Shut up and sit down.
Yo people, welcome back to the hardware review, and we are back with Vaporesso. This time we're taking a look at the Luxe 2. Now we are a little bit late to the game with this. I think it's been out probably around about 5-6 months. But Vaporesso sent it in with the PX80 and asked me to do a review on it. So that's what we're going to do. Dual 18650. It is actually touch button. Not touch screen, but touch button. It's got all the things you expect from the Axon chip, and it comes with the NRG-S tank. So like normal, let's get this review on the road. This is the box. That's everything you do get in the box, and that was the box. So the Luxe 2 from Vaporesso, dual 18650, goes from 5 watts to 220 watts. Comes with the NRG-S tank. So the NRG-S tank from Vaporesso. Now we've already reviewed this when we did the Gen S. So if you want a little bit more in depth about the tank, go and check the Gen S review out. It is in the playlist, but we'll just have a little go through it. 510 drip tip, it is interchangeable, so if you've got your own you can put it on there. It is top fill, just push it across, you've got that little arrow. I've had no problems filling it or any leakage like that. 2mm TPD compliant, 8mm bubble glass, and also comes with a 5mm straight glass. Underneath it is 26mm with the bubble glass on. It is 30mm. On the bottom it just tells you that it is the NRG-S. Don't vape in the bin and all your kite marks. Your airflow, just a quick look round on that. It is a dual airflow mirrored on either side, and it does lock off. Now the coils that you get with this, and it is compatible with all the GT coils. The one that you get pre-installed is the 0.18 mesh coil. That is best between 50 and 85 watts. You also then get the 0.15 ohm, best between 50 and 75 watts. And like I did say, this is compatible with all GT coils. So the device itself, now you might be able to see there is a few scratches on this. When it actually got delivered, the wonderful people at DHL had smashed the tank, so the glass had actually scratched this a little bit. It isn't how I've actually used it. Let's go top to bottom like we normally do. You've got your 510 connection. It is spring loaded, 26, and at a push maybe a 28mm at it you will fit on there. On the side you've got your paneling. There is some really nice colours on this. I do like the look of it. On the front you'll be able to see, just say it is Vaporesso, and just under here it does glow up Luxe 2 as well. I'll show you that when we do the menu. You've got a 2-inch colour screen on there, and it is really nice. You've then got your minus and your plus touch buttons. They're not obviously buttons, and then in the middle that is your menu button. You've then got your micro USB. Now I can't see why they wouldn't have put a Type-C charging on there, but it is micro USB. I do recommend that you charge your batteries in an external charger, and that is for firmware upgrade as well. Dual 18650. Just have a little look on the bottom. Kite marks, don't vape in a bin. You've got some battery venting. Designed by Vaporesso, made in China. If we just open the back up, if I can get in, there we go. Be able to see on the door, you've got 2 magnets there and 1 at the bottom, and it does give you a caution there about your batteries. Again, it shows you that it is the Vaporesso Axon chip in there. You got your 2 magnets at the top and then 1 at the bottom. Now, I would have liked to seen a little bit of ribbon, you know, like what you normally get so you can get your batteries out, because sometimes it is a little bit of a nightmare putting your batteries in. So plus that way, minus that way. Bit of vibration going on as well. That easy. There is a little bit of a movement with this door. Nothing that when you've got it in your hand that you can actually notice it, but it is a little bit of movement on it. Fire button on the side, nice and clicky. It's got sort of like a plastic feel to it. I wouldn't say cheap, but it's got a plastic sort of feel to it. So that's the device. So the menu, 5 clicks on. And obviously 5 clicks off. Look at that. It's a really nice, vibrant colour screen. At the top, you've got your battery indicators. You've got your time, which also goes into a screensaver with the date. You've got what mode you've got it in. You've got your wattage, or if you've got it in temperature control or variable voltage. You've got your ohms. You've got your volts. You've got your puff counter and how many seconds you've held it in for. There you go. That's a screensaver. You've also, if you just look at the bottom, you'll be able to see you've got your lock the device. You've got your minus, your menu button, and your plus. Now, to unlock the device, click it 3 times, and it unlocks. That means you can move the buttons up and down, and then 3 locks the device. Now, that means you can still fire it, but you can't move the buttons. It'll tell you that you have to click it 3 times again. So, now to get into the menu, it's the middle button, and you press that 3 times. Now, these buttons are really responsive. I've reviewed quite a number of these touchscreen mods, and normally they're not responsive or they do stuff that you don't want them to do. But this is really, really good. First one is your pulse mode. So every 0.2 seconds, it will give you a pulse when you're firing it. You've then got your eco mode. That is to save your batteries. You've then got your STC, which is for your temperature control. Then got your DIY. Now that's got all your modes in it, that's the main one you're going to want to look at, and also your settings. So we'll go into DIY first. When I go back round them all. To select it, it is the middle button. So you've got your variable wattage. If we select that, you'll see you've got your soft, normal, and hard. To select it, again, press the middle button. Back into that. You've then got your variable temperature control. If we just select that, you've got your stainless steel, your NI, your TI, your memory 1, and then to lock the resistance, you can exit out of there. You've got your variable voltage, you've got your curves, you've got your bypass mode, and then you've got your SP. I think it's super player mode that's called, and that's for like RDAs. So you can exit out of there by just pressing that. Now if you go into your settings, you've got your default. You've got your themes, if you just look at that, so you can either have it blue, red, or yellow. I would imagine with the firmware upgrade, they might come up with a couple more. You've got your time set, you've got your brightness of your screen, you've got your puff counter to clear it. Now, your smart, if you have that on, that is smart wattage. What that means is it'll read the resistance of your coil and then give you the best wattage. And then you've got auto detect on as well. So when you put a new coil in there, it'll auto detect it and then again set the wattage. Screen timeout, key light, that is for the Luxe 2 at the top. So you can either take it completely down. If I do that, I'll come back out again. Just 2 seconds. Your key light. There you go. It takes it completely off. Or it comes back on again. It's alright, it's easy doing this on camera. And the one that I think a lot of people will end up turning off because it does annoy me is the vibration. So you can take that completely off and select it. And then you've got the version. Tells you which of the chip you've got. And then you can just exit out of there. And that's it. That is your menu. And you're back to the screen. Now the wattage there goes up in 1 watt increments when you touch it like that. If you hold it in, it goes faster. It'll go all the way up to 220 watts, but it doesn't round robin. And again, it'll go all the way down to 5 watts. Like I said, very, very simple menu. You've got everything you want on there. So that was a look round the Luxe 2 from Vaporesso. What do we reckon? Let's go top to bottom like we normally do. Let's start off with the tank. Now we've already reviewed this tank, the NRG-S, when we did the Gen S. Now what I really do like about Vaporesso, when they're doing the stuff like the PM80s or the Swag PX80, they're using the GTX coils. Now when they're doing the sort of sub-ohm stuff, they're using the GT coils. And I like both sets of the coils. Now, pre-installed, you get the 0.18 ohm mesh coil, and that is a single mesh. That's best between 50 and 85 watts. You then get a 0.5 ohm, that's best between 50 and 75 watts, and that's a dual. Like I said, I love the fact that you're going to be able to get these coils in your bricks and mortar. They're not going to have to keep stocking different coils. And like I said, I really do like the GTX and I like the GT coils. Now, as standard TPD compliant, it will be a 2mm. If you get it standard, you'll have an 8mm bubble glass and a 5mm straight glass. Dual airflow mirrored on either side, locks off, really nice to dial in. It is a top fill, just slide it across and you've got a 510 drip tip. In here at the minute I've got the 0.15 ohm coming out at 70 watts. Let's give it a vape. Really good clouds and really good flavour. Clouds for days, and that's at 70 watts. 26mm across, 30mm when you've got the bubble glass on top. What about the device itself? Now, I've reviewed a few devices with these sort of like touch buttons, and one of them was called the Hubble from Vaporesso, and that was just a plastic mess. The buttons didn't work properly, it felt cheap and it felt janky. Now this is plastic, but it doesn't feel cheap and it doesn't feel janky, and the buttons are really, really responsive. Look at that screen. Colourful and vibrant, you can see everything that you want on there. If you can't see very well, this mod's going to be absolutely corking for you. You can see your battery, your wattage, your voltage, what mode you've got it in, everything. And it does look really, really nice. The menu system on it, you've got everything you want on there, from your pulse, your eco, your variable wattage, you've got your smart wattage. You've got your bypass, variable voltage, I think I've already just said that. Your curves, you've got everything that you want on there. You can even customise it with your different colours. Dual 18650. It's only got micro USB charging. I would have liked to have seen Type-C on there because they are saying it is 5 volts, 2.5 amp charging. But I would have liked to have seen it being Type-C. But I always recommend that you do recharge your batteries in a charger, in an external charger. It's got the Axon chip in there. We all know how good that is. All in all, I do like it. And as a kit together, the NRG-S tank is really good. And I really do like this. It is really nice. Nice big clicky button on the side. There is a little bit of jankiness with the door, but nothing to write home about. You can't really feel it when it's in your hand. They have got some pretty funky colours on them. I will just stick it above my shoulder so you can see the different colours you can get in it. Yeah, all in all, I like it. It's a little bit different as well. And like I said, if you can't see very well, this screen is just ginormous. Yeah, big thumbs up. Like I said, it's a big plus with Vaporesso when they keep using the same coils for the same tanks. And they're adding the same tanks to different mods. And I know I'm a little bit behind times reviewing this one, like I said, 5 or 6 months. But yeah. Big thumbs up for this, I do like it. Big shout out to Vaporesso for sending this out for review. You people know what to do. If you like the review, make sure you like, subscribe and share. The subscribe button's in the corner. Give it a little press and get me to that new magic number. We're near that 3K, people. Press that subscribe button. I'm also on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Go and hit me up. And if you'd like to join the madness, which is the Patreon, and support the channel and join all them lovely people who are at the front, there's a link down below. Give it a click and give it a click. Get a clickety-click. And come and join the madness that is Little Bro and support the channel. Well, there's one last thing to say. And we all know how it goes. Keep them juices flowing. Don't forget to check out my latest video. Also, don't forget to check out 3 Men and a Vape Show live at 8 PM every Wednesday. And also, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell, and we'll catch you later.